in Indian coastal waters. So that is what we had discussed yesterday. Other than that, the other topic was RPSL, the recruitment and placement companies that recruit seafarers in India as well as internationally. There are issues regarding penalties that has been put for them, which were discussed, and there were polls also that were conducted yesterday during this discussion webinar. Penalties and the procedures that need to be followed for the penalizing of the RPSL companies were also discussed in this. So we have people, experts from our industry. Captain Sudhir Subedar is one of the veterans of the industry. Then we have Mr. Atul Jadhav also, and Mr. Manoj Yadav. He is from HSCI. So I think they will give you more brief about it, and any further question answers long it will be there to answer. So thank you.
Good morning, gentlemen. Thank you for coming to this press conference of the vital industry topic. I've been President and CEO of Indian Shipowners. I bring with me almost 50 years plus experience of both international and domestic shipping. I find both the topics dear to most of us in the industry. An overreach of the government in not developing Indian shipping as per Indian Merchant Shipping Act. There is hardly any measures lately, particularly since I left the office. The overreach of the Directorate General of Shipping, which is the body of the Ministry of Shipping, Ports and Waterways, is not taking people into confidence, is not meeting stakeholders. This particular order has no consultation before its issue at all, and was issued on the last day of the Director General of that time in 2023, on the last day of his retirement, giving us no time to approach him or question him or hold him accountable. Having worked internationally, there is no evidence to suggest that age and safety concern go hand in hand. मेरे जैसा बुढ़ा आदमी भी बहुत कुछ कर सकता है. It all depends on how you keep your health, how you maintain your ship, how you look after your own asset. सोसाइटी की बिल्डिंग 30 साल के बाद सब बिल्डिंग रीडेवलपमेंट में नहीं जाती. रीडेवलपमेंट के लिए पैसा लगता है. शिपिंग फ्लीट को नया बनाने के लिए ग्लोबली रिक्वायरमेंट इज $1 ट्रिलियन. केवल डोमेस्टिक शिपिंग का अगर रिन्यू करना है इनके मुद्दों के ऊपर तो 15,000 करोड़ रुपया लगेगा. इसके अलावा बच्चा बनाने के लिए 9 महीना लगता है, शिपयार्ड बनाने के लिए सालों लगेगा. आज की कैपेसिटी कोचिन शिपयार्ड और विशाखापट्टनम शिपयार्ड और 2-4 छोटे मोटे छोड़ के अपने पास कोई कैपेसिटी नहीं है अगर इस ऑर्डर के मुताबिक सबको अपने अपने जहाज बदलने पड़े. और उन्होंने एक सेफ्टी कंसर्न के अलावा छोटा सा एक मुद्दा लगाया है, ग्रीन शिपिंग, जिसको एनीबडी हु वांट्स ग्रीन शिपिंग और ग्रीन एनीथिंग, जो कराने वाला होता है he has to invest in that. Who will invest this money? एग्जिस्टिंग शिप को ग्रीन बनाने के लिए कोई फ्यूल की देयर इज नो कंसेंसस ऑन विच ऑल्टरनेट फ्यूल. सब लोग बोल रहे हैं हाइड्रोजन, अमोनिया, दुनिया भर का मेथेनॉल. कोई आज के तारीख में देयर इज नो सोल्यूशन टू डीजल बीइंग यूज्ड एज अ डोमेस्टिक शिपिंग फ्यूल. तो डीजल डोमेस्टिक शिपिंग फ्यूल में यूज़ करने से एमिशन बिल्कुल ना के बराबर होता है. ऑलमोस्ट नेग्लिजिबल यूज ऑफ एमिशन बाय यूज ऑफ डीजल. आज का जहाज अतुल जी का, मेरे का, मैडम के जहाज़ों का if you want to renew them to green shipping, to ammonia, hydrogen, you cannot do it by just sending a DG order. You must have some measures in place before that. शिप रिपेयर होने की आज क्षमता नहीं है हमारे पास। एक भी पुर्जा हम लोग इंडियन स्टैंडर्ड के मुताबिक नहीं बनाते हैं, सब इंपोर्ट करना पड़ता है। इंडियन नेवी के जहाज बनते हैं, फोटो आ जाती है, इंडियन नेवी के जहाज बनने का मतलब है केवल ढांचा बनता है। 70% of outfitting of Indian Navy ships, including ammunition, comes from foreign, including Israel, for example. हमारे जहाज बनने में केवल ढांचे से ढांचा भी नहीं बना पा रहे, कैपेसिटी नहीं। तो ये सब सरकार को सोचना चाहिए था डीजी ऑर्डर 6 और 2023 इशू करने के पहले। होने के बाद हम लोगों ने ट्राइड लॉट टू मेक अमेंडमेंट्स टू दैट। तो उन्होंने क्या किया, एक ओरिजिनल या अमेंडमेंट शीट 2-3 महीने के बाद निकाल दी। What that amendment says is, they make some ships of this kind, some ships of that kind, some ships of that kind, को इस दायरे से बाहर रखते हैं। ये तो दिस इज अ डिस्क्रिशनरी आइडिया ऑफ डूइंग। पहले तो गलत एग्जीक्यूटिव ऑर्डर निकालते हैं, बाद में 2-4 लोग उनके पास पहुंच जाते हैं तो उनको एग्जम्पशन दे देते हैं। एग्जम्पशन और ऑर्डर को कंप्लाई करने के लिए आप सोचते इंडियन स्टाइल में क्या होता है, करप्शन इंक्रीज 1 by 1 कर। सभी लोग चाहेंगे कि हमको इस ऑर्डर के दायरे के बाहर रखा जाए। तो हम चारों लोग यहाँ आज बैठे हैं आपको ये समझाने के लिए कि ये ऑर्डर सरासर है और इसको फिर से पुनर्विचार करने के लिए लाना चाहिए। इससे धंधे में बहुत नुकसान हो रहा है। Our owners and operators are facing great difficulty, and almost 700 ships of this kind, totaling about 25,000 people, will become almost jobless.
25,000
seafarers. 700 ships of this kind will be affected, affecting the livelihood of 25,000 seafarers. और लॉजिस्टिक कॉस्ट वगैरह की बात ही छोड़ दीजिए, क्योंकि माई मेंबर्स एंड माई ओनर्स कंट्रीब्यूट एक्सट्रीमली वेल फॉर द लॉजिस्टिक कॉस्ट, ये जो कि अपने को कम करना है। वी मस्ट रिड्यूस अवर लॉजिस्टिक कॉस्ट। इंडियाज लॉजिस्टिक कॉस्ट इज ऑलमोस्ट डबल ऑफ रिच कंट्री लाइक जर्मनी, बिकॉज यू कैन सी एवरीवेयर देयर इज ट्रक जाती है, एवरीवेयर छोटा सा पार्सल होता है, यहाँ से जाता है। Now there should be a situation where cargo from Kanpur, Bombay to Gujarat, Bombay to Goa should only go by water. Water transport is 1/3 the cost of the other transport. Very much environment friendly compared to road and rail, but we suffer constituency problem. We are हमारा आवाज वहाँ पे पहुँचना है। दूसरा पॉइंट था आरपीएस से जो कि एजेंट्स होते हैं रिक्रूटमेंट वाले, उनका एक लाइसेंसिंग का रिक्वायरमेंट है, इंटरनेशनल रिक्वायरमेंट है। अगर इंडियन शिप ओनर किसी दूसरे को एम्प्लॉय करता है तो देयर मस्ट बी अ लाइसेंस एजेंट, ताकि धोखाधड़ी ना हो वगैरह वगैरह, फॉर विच देयर इज एन इंटरनेशनल कन्वेंशन कॉल्ड द एमएलसी, मैरीटाइम लेबर कन्वेंशन ऑफ द इंटरनेशनल लेबर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, टू विच इंडिया इज अ पार्टी। This artificial agents has a defined procedure of implementation and registration by the Director General of Shipping, the nodal body for the ministry. So गलतियाँ and errors will happen in any kind of licensing. It should not be so कि उस गलती के लिए आप बिना प्राइमरी लेजिस्लेशन के या बिना पार्लियामेंट में डिस्कस किए ऐसा एक एग्जीक्यूटिव ऑर्डर निकालें जिसमें 100-200 रुपये की फाइन को छोड़ के 1000-5000 रुपये का फाइन लगा दें। मोटर व्हीकल एक्ट में जब चालान होता है तो पुलिस कमिश्नर नहीं करता है, ऊपर से आता है वो चालान बनाने के लिए, और आप देखते हैं क्या होता है रोड साइड में ऊपर चालान जब बनता है तो। So this kind of executive order making penalty without primary legislation is a wrong thing which we want to reverse, or at least keep it on hold. Let the parliament decide the penalty. You can decide some procedure कि आपको वार्निंग दिया जाएगा, आपको शोकॉज नोटिस दिया जाएगा, ये सब आप करा सकते हैं, पर आप 1000, 2000, 5000 रुपए की पेनल्टी बिना सरकार के मान्यता के किसी सरकारी दफ्तर से इशू नहीं कर सकते हैं। ये हमारी 2 मांगे हैं जो आप अपनी प्रेस रिपोर्ट में जो आपको नोट दिया है उसमें संक्षिप्त में दिया गया है। हम आपसे उम्मीद करते हैं कि आप हमें सवाल जवाब का अवसर देंगे और मैं आपको से अपने 2 बात कहने की इजाज़त देता हूँ।
Thank you, sirs, for coming here at a short notice. Most important point which we wanted to make is this order which has come out of 6/23 is totally discretionary and discriminatory. See, both these things are struck down by a Supreme Court. By what the discriminatory? Because suppose we are carrying cargoes in the vessel. So you are saying that 25-year-old cargo vessel should be scrapped and passenger vessel should continue. What should be the importance? Should we first scrap the vessels carrying the people, which is more important than the cargo vessels? Cargo vessels should not be done. First, we should see the safety of the people. Cargo, if it sinks, we can find out solutions to retrieve the cargo. Or any disaster which takes place. उससे disaster हो जाए, उसके लिए क्या क्या करने का है? Those facilities we have got. We have got protection and indemnity insurance. So where third-party liability, if at all it comes, we are sufficiently insured for that purpose also. But human life के लिए that should be the first priority of the administration. In our case, administration is Director General Shipping. So this man who passed an order, as Captain Subedar said, he has passed the order in the last 1 month of his retirement, which is not done. It has to be done with a proper debate, talking to the stakeholders. If there was an issue because of which you are trying to say that okay, कल से 50 उम्र के लोगों को रिटायर करके उनको मार देना चाहिए, then you have to have discussion in the parliament. Are our rights getting infringed? Are we going to get tomorrow? Can you say that our 60 years people should be shot dead? No. It has to be a study made. Ki Baba, should we that decision also, even a voluntarily person wants to do, it is not allowed at present as per law. So even this order which is there, which is discretionary and at discretion, they say if you have any problem, come to us. Why we have to come to you? You make a rule which is perfectly all right for everybody to follow. So our main thing is that now if you are talking about 25-year-old vessel, तो अपना INS Vikrant कितना पुराना होगा? INS Vikrant was 1945 built, okay, which we adopted in our, so अभी उसको 80 years होएगा आज का डेट से. We adopted in our defense is 60 months. So can we say that अरे it should be scrapped? तो नया किधर बनाया आपने? डिफेंस के लिए आपके लिए कोई वेसल है? Vikramaditya in 1987 built, which is basically a Russian vessel called Baku. Correct. So if you want suddenly tomorrow, can you say that no, okay, those who don't talk, why we should not talk? We have every right to talk. We are citizens of this country, and when you are telling me to stop my business, then at the same time we should see what is happening in your department or in your backyard with the central government. And this had no backing of the government of India. This order has been an executive order, means he has not the DG Shipping at that time had not consulted according to us the Ministry of Shipping, because when we went to Secretary Shipping, that time Sudhanshu Purohit was there, he said that we have not told them any instructions, and the DG, we went there, he said no, we have got instructions to allow the vessels to scrap. Achha, no other countries have done it. We are developing country, we are not really developed countries. So in order to have, suppose we want to scrap these vessels, first of all, even cargo vessels which we are carrying, out of the total cargo which is imported in India or exported from India, the shipping is only, our ships are only 6%, not more than 6%, correct sir?
Correct.
So if 6% we are carrying, should we first allow the new vessels to come up? Government, this is the time, every time we have been telling them, give facilities, give incentives. First time they have said that 25,000 crores will keep in the new construction. But have you decided what are the rules to be made? who is going to construct, what subsidy you are going to give, what are the benefits. Simple thing like what you call GST, vatable. हमारा fuel के ऊपर you are charging GST on it, you are not charging GST, there is a VAT. Now it is not vatable, means I cannot take the input credit. अगर हमारा चार्टर है 1 लाख है तो मेरा फ्यूल कॉस्ट है 2.5 lakh rupees, which contains excise duty. अरे you remove no on excise duty on all the thing and put a GST on it. And this we have been talking right up to the Ministry of Finance. कि बाबा why fuel is not getting covered under GST vatable? Because if I get the input credit, which is almost 30-40% of the fuel cost, then we will get the input credit to charge to the other person. So if we get to charge to the other person and that price will come down, then it becomes an equitable distribution of wealth. Cost of operations will then come down. So when you are saying that we have to bring, as it is sir said that our logistic costs are very high. Why are they high? Because on the fuel, we are not allowing the GST. Allow that GST. Talk to the state government. State governments have no role to play in marine fuel. We are using marine fuel, sir. Correct, no? So when we are using marine fuel, seclude marine fuel out of the excise duty and give it to the GST department. So GST, we will get the input credit and we will also manage. Now, what is the net effect of this order? Net effect of this order is there are about 600 vessels which are going out of commission, and now they say, okay, we'll give you up to 3 years. Now, if you are talking about what you call 700 vessels, can you beat 700 vessels? Second most important thing, the vessels you are trying to exit, अरे उसको time दो ना. You say that okay, next 10 years. First of all, it cannot be old vessels cannot be just after tomorrow onward to stop. Government announces first 10 years before that look, 10 साल के बाद आपको vessel चलाने को नहीं मिलेगा. So then the other person who is buying the vessel, okay, he can see that whether I'll be able, if I buy a vessel for say 5 crores, whether will I be able to recover my money in next 5 years or 10 years or 7-8 years? What is that payback period? These are costs, and if you want that this thing, what you call whole thing should be also safe, and if you feel that safety is related to the age only, it is not correct. That's why वैसा देखा जाएगा तो Titanic, as you know, met with an accident on the first day. That means every vessel should be built only for 1 day. After 1 day, first voyage it should be scrapped. Can we do that? So accidents which happened in Taute, which made government of India so-called that vessels should be regulated or should be having safety instructions, then what is the data you have got? Now yesterday only when we had a webinar, it was decided, it was found out that less than 20-year-old vessels have more detentions. Detention means what happens? Now our vessels which are operating on the coast of India, we are no doubt following International Maritime Organization rules, but they also say that on your coast you can decide what rules you want to make. China cannot tell us what we should do on our coast. For example, when Chinese vessels, then you know how many Chinese vessels are there operating on the coast? 11,000 vessels. How many we are having? 700 vessels.
They are 1200 shipyards.
They are 1200 shipyards, and they can, and they, we are nowhere near.
50 भी नहीं.
नहीं, तो फिर भारत में जो मुंबई में जो मझगांव में डॉकेड शिप बिल्ड कंपनी है, गोवा शिप बिल्डर, तो उन्होंने कुछ बनाया नहीं अब डिफेंस के ऊपर.
मोस्टली डिफेंस. हाँ, आज की तारीख में मेरा कोई भी ऑर्डर नहीं ले को कोई भी शिपयार्ड तैयार नहीं है.
Today my vessel today which I bought for 6 crores, today I had agreed to sell it to somebody for 5 crores. Okay, in 22 I signed. 23 they come with a regulation that within 25 days vessel has to be scrapped. Now that fellow refused to buy.
सर ये जो 700 वेसल का डिकमीशन का बोला, कितने ईयर्स में बोला उन्होंने?
नहीं, वैसा कुछ बोला नहीं. पहले 23 में बोला कि 3 साल में करो. मैं मार्च 26. नाउ व्हेन वी आर
25 इयर्स कंप्लीट हुआ है.
हाँ, और दूसरा why 35-year-old vessel what are you supposed to do? That also gets 3 years extension. 22-year-old also will get 3 years extension. What logic is that? There is no logic for it.
So for how many years they want the vessels should be?
See, that is what we are saying. If Vikrant can operate for so many years, 80 years, everything depends on how you maintain. Most important thing, if you don't compare car, because generally public will say, क्या है 15 साल का गाड़ी स्क्रैप करने को बोलता है, 20 साल का गाड़ी स्क्रैप करने को बोलता है, शिप भी स्क्रैप करेगा तो क्या है? So people do not know what is shipping. In shipping, first of all, we have to maintain the vessel under class. That means there is Indian Register of Shipping or American Bureau of Shipping or Lloyd's Register of Shipping, where we submit our documents and we say that every year this vessel will be surveyed. They will check. And when they check the vessel, they also do the gauging of the vessel, every plate. Every plate is checked. Every 5 years the vessel is checked. Every year the drawings are verified. Second thing, machinery is checked. Whether you are using the correct fuel. Earlier we had no system. So just because one day something happened that the fuel was contaminated, they said no. Now you have to buy fuel with electronic, EBDN note. You have to buy only that fuel. That is issued by only IOC. Ours is the most regulated industry along with the pharmaceutical industry.
I think adding to that, there is no regulatory body or nothing that financing is also an issue for shipping industry. Like if you say the cars are getting 20 years old, can be scrapped, they have a very good finance.
No, second thing, most important.
No,
It's
ma'am,
not there.
no, ma'am, you know, they can give this logic that since we have a system that all cars which are 15-year-old should be scrapped,
Correct.
right? Whether it's a good condition, bad condition. Similarly, this rule should apply to the shipping industry also, that all the vessels which are 25-year-old should be scrapped.
Correct.
Now, what is the problem here?
I'll tell you what is the problem. In our case, every part of the ship is changed within 25 years almost. For example, इसका thickness अभी समझो 20 mm है, तो only 20% is allowed to be reduced. So 20 mm का plate रहेगा, वो 16 mm होएगा, तो उसके बाद आप उसको change करो.
So you are demanding that कि maintenance check करो. You
Maintenance check
should check the
करो.
maintenance.
अभी
करते हैं.
Yes.
उसको क्यों और rigid करो if you want.
Yeah, you want
but
to
not
make
on the age.
No, it is already rigid. It is not. I am not stopped here. I'll tell you, explain further thing. If each and every plate is replaced almost in over a period of every 5 years or whatever it is, machinery is checked. If the ship shaft or propellers or machinery ka part, I mean main engines, they are opened up. Then they tell the surveyor will tell you, no, sorry, I will not accept this piston and rings. जैसे आपको मालूम है, अभी हम लोग क्या करते हैं पुराना गाड़ी में, तो एक बार एग्जॉस्ट हो गया खत्म, चलो भेज दो. But then what is the finance? You will replace it. No? When you will replace it?
Where will the money
You
come?
feel that अभी मेरे को वो मेंटेनेंस परवड़ता नहीं. So let it be a commercial decision. That is one.
The banks don't finance you.
Yeah, I'll tell you why they are not doing it. And we have been telling the bank, Ministry of Finance all the time that kindly allow us to fund. Which bank is allowing us to fund? They came with a new law called SARFAESI Act, SARFAESI, SARFAESI Act in 2002. Now what does it say? It says that section 31D says aircrafts and ships cannot be attached. अभी आप बोलो मुझे, मेरे को आपको गाड़ी का मर्सिडीज के लिए आपको 90% लोन देता है, शिप के लिए नहीं देता है, और शिप अटैच भी नहीं कर सकता है. तो आप बैंकर है और यू आर गोइंग टू फाइनेंस
नहीं कर सकते इसलिए वो फाइनेंस नहीं
सिंपल है. So most important thing we have been
Obviously they will not finance.
So why they will finance? अगर अटैच ही नहीं
Recovery कहाँ से करेगा?
करेगा, exactly. And most of the vessels
एक और मॉर्गेज मतलब घर, गाड़ी, घोड़ा, बाइको सब देना पड़ता है, तब हमको शिपिंग फाइनेंस मिलता है.
Who are the people entering the sea? There are big companies like Great Eastern or other shipping companies. Shipping Corporation of India is supported by the budget, so we are paying for it. So whatever mistakes they make, tomorrow they will say, okay, all vessels should be scrapped. They will scrap and they will say, see, we are building new vessels.
सर जी, ये जो प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट हो गया, तो जब तोकते चक्रवादल हो गया था, उसके 305 लोग मर गए थे. जेजे में बॉडी थी, गुजरात में थी, अलीबाग साइड में थी. हाँ, तो उसके अंदर जो मरे उनकी भी कोई जिम्मेदारी जो मालिक है उन्होंने नहीं ली. तो उसके
we are all insured and they are always free to recover that liability from the owners and including attaching of the ships, and that right is over and above the loan on the barge, loan on the ships. But अगर लोन ही नहीं देता है कोई, तो अटैच करने को गवर्नमेंट को कोई तकलीफ नहीं है. They can just come out with an order and get it attached as a government.
And plus what we have already said is कि just because one accident है ना, अभी ये accident एयर इंडिया का हुआ ना,
So have
Are
you
we
stopped all the
are we
aircraft?
scrapping all the Air India?
But now they are now Air India is under scrutiny, madam.
Could be, but not internationally.
It's
accident.
fine, you do
Yeah.
the scrutiny.
But
but
license तो नहीं लिया ना
they are not cancelling the license.
That's
Yes.
what we're
हम
saying.
second
इनोवा
thing-
लाइसेंस कैंसिल हो रहा है
Sir, the aircraft which is went down is 11 years old. So can you come to a conclusion that 11 years old aircraft should not be allowed? Then the oldest aircraft, commercial aircraft which is operating with passenger is 37 years old. So why you have not transferred? वो ईरान का फाइनल मर गया ना ब्लास्ट में, तो क्या बोलता है हेलीकॉप्टर, that was 37 years old. So did you stop internationally all the aircraft which are beyond 10 years or 11, or will they do it tomorrow? And how many aircraft will be required to replace those?
Sir, how many vessels we have?
700. We have 1,500 total vessels.
1,500 total.
Out of these, 700 will go down. That means almost
How many are
45%.
Make in India or say the Indian shipyards?
No, generally what
Hardly any.
Hardly any.
Because all are in the defense only. In
Yeah,
Indian
yeah.
shipyards.
Yes.
Correct. Not
Air
what
is also
happens.
doing for Coast Guard only.
And commercially, no,
Mostly.
it is
Mostly.
commercially also the input credit what they are getting. See, they are charging now what for the new construction of GST. They are saying that you should charge only 5% GST. Why? Because you are supposed to be keeping the cost of the construction low. But you reduce the excise duty, I mean the duties on the steel itself low, no? In China, when we had gone for repair, they said that time when 40 rupees was the dollar, we asked them what is your repair cost. They said $1.5, 60 rupees a kg. So I said, okay, that means what is the steel cost? He said, this includes steel cost. So where we are way behind, and where they are 11,000 vessels and 15,000, 11,000 coastal vessels, 44,000 fire. And when there one of the vessel was withheld by US, no? America, China impounded 3 vessels of US. And they started talking with them in Chinese. They said, we are not they didn't bother only. बोलते हमारा कोस्ट में हम लोग कैसे ले जाएंगे? That is our waters, and territorial waters is the limit of the state of the government, Indian government. It is their control. You cannot tell foreign people to come here.
To understand clearly, these are DG orders. Okay?
Hmm.
Sending or giving us orders specifically without any consultations of the stakeholders.
In the last days, in his last days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not about just this order, but any order. Okay, 6.23 is just not a last days to hai, but otherwise also the number of orders that are passed in the last 2 years or 3 years span, it's generally not a single stakeholder's advice been taken or been.
No, one more thing, madam. What they did was, before coming the order, you do due diligence. You collect the data. About 500, 1,500 vessels are there. So many vessels might go out. So many, what is the replacement cost? What is the replacement time? How much it will take? All that you do. Second thing, this study why could not have been done before? After order pass करने के बाद आप बोलते हैं नहीं अभी study करेंगे. So that study was given after the order is passed. To whom? Indian Institute of Management, Indore. Now our question is why Indian Institute of Management? There is Indian Institute of Shipping, there is Institute of Marine Engineers, Institute of Master Mariners, there is Institute of Naval Architects. So why these are competent bodies or of the organizations we have got who can study, who can tell that this vessel has to be what strength, what should be the bending moment, what should be the strength of the vessel. They can give more. Now Captain Subedar, suppose if he wants to take over the vessel, and you know very well when they board the vessel, by coming on board the vessel only they know what is the condition of the vessel. वो बोलेगा I am not going to sail on this vessel. Correct, Ronak bhai?
Yes.
Crew will say sorry sir, we will not board this vessel condition is not good. Why? The experience which is there. And the dearth of experience is not there. Today he is talking about 50 years. But this man can go and tell that today only this vessel is not worth selling. I am not going to sell. He will come back. Same thing where he is representing 25,000, 50,000 people. Those crew know the condition of the vessel. And today in the media, any vessel, अगर मेरा vessel condition में नहीं है, तो एक दूसरे को फटाक करके बोलते हैं, अरे वो वेसल पे मत जाओ, उसके इंजन नहीं चलते, उसका शाफ्ट बराबर नहीं, उसका इलेक्ट्रिकल सिस्टम बराबर नहीं, जनरेटर बराबर नहीं चलता है, कंटामिनेशन होता है, अपने को इसमें पढ़ने का नहीं. So they will not vote on that. If they come also, they will say sorry, I am not voting. That much.
सरकार ने IIM इंदौर को अपॉइंट किया पब्लिक मनी से, 1.5 साल हो गया, रिपोर्ट कहाँ है मालूम नहीं. They are not sharing even the preliminary findings and pressing us to implement.
And when we asked, madam, correct, no? when we asked that give us the IIM report, by right of information we should get the, they said sorry we don't have the information. At the same time they gave a new what do you call amendments or proposals they have given, saying what as per the IIM Indore, this is तुमको report नहीं मिला तो how are you referring to that? It is stupidity, no?
पहले सेफ्टी कंसर्न के ऊपर डीजी ऑर्डर निकाला.
We have shown it to them, not to you.
Yes.
Then how can you explain it to us? No, we would also like to know. Maybe we'll correct, maybe we'll change our engines. If our engines are polluting, we will change the engine. We may go for new engine. We may go for new systems of
Or
operations.
maybe we'll scrap our idea
Yes.
completely if we have the right report.
Correct.
But we need to have the
But I am
reports.
puzzled. How can IIM graduates can inspire
Exactly.
give the
That was
shipping
another
technical,
topic that we said.
which is
Yeah.
complete technical
How much
thing.
do they
Ask
actually
students.
Under
understand?
the technical
Yes,
thing,
ask
technical
students.
arrangement shouldn't.
Exactly. If today a person
It's not
wants-
about management, it's about safety and
Exactly. And how I am Indore, who's taking a business decision or on the basis of data collected, just data doesn't give a correct thing. Technically, you can qualified for it. Now, for example, he becomes captain. He doesn't pass one exam and tomorrow he becomes captain. He has to sail on the ship for 10 years. When he sails on the ship, even he passes master certificate, company decide नहीं थोड़ा उसको और experience मिलने दो, बाद में उसको captain बनाएंगे. 2 years pass his exam. So to become from cadet to master mariner, it takes at least 8 years, sir.
Now it takes 8 years depending
Yeah.
on that time.
Yeah, and chief engineer, if you want to become, that means a person who can tell you whether the technically the engine is proper or not, the shaft is proper or not, propeller proper or not, electric system proper or not, oily water separator, whether the oily oil position is proper or not. It takes him years to study and then tell. So those people should be asked first whether we should have this kind of quality checks and all that. Achha, this is not the only check. After we are maintaining as per certain standard called say classification society. Classification society boards the vessel every year. There is a range given 3 months before, 3 months afterward. Then between 5 years there is an intermediate survey. उसमें डायलॉग करना चाहिए. We want to see the bottom. We will check if the bottom reaching is correct. Every 2.5 years you have to check the bottom.
Every year you have
Every
survey.
5 years every plate of the vessel is checked. So when you are having, after having those checks also, there is something called flag state inspection. Now what is flag state inspection? Government, you have to compulsorily go back to the government. Now you have already appointed classification societies to check the quality of the vessels which are operating, whether their drawings are proper or not, their safety standards are proper or not, are they maintaining certain things, whether MLC, workers or people as crew is getting proper salaries or not, their standard condition of living, everything you check. So that also you check to the government. So in spite of all the checks, now they have come with something called new thing, sustainability index. What is this sustainability index? How it is different from classification rules? How it is different from your flag state inspection? So that means, see, one thing you can be clear, moment you have more rules, there is more corruption. So we feel that industry is deeply hurt that when you are having this kind of thing, why are you going for sustainability index? अच्छा, मैंने अब vessel लिया है, suppose 15 साल का. If I don't, for 15-year vessel, I can operate for next 10 years. Better than it. On 16th year only you come for sustainability index. I bought the vessel from foreign country or any other country and I buy the vessel for say $10 million. So I will put about 80 crore rupees in that. And tomorrow say no, you are not getting proper marks. They have given some 10 items under which you will get marks. So if the marks don't come, okay, then you will be considered failure and you stop the vessel. Then who is going to pay the loan installments of that? If at all you have arranged loans. To arrange the loans today, it is not easy. It is when you cannot attach the vessel, the banks don't fund you. What do? We go to private borrowers or we say, "Arey Baba, tu mera surety tha." And first vessel you can buy, second vessel how can you buy? So unless and until this deregulation is done, we don't mind vessels being attached. We default, you attach the vessel, sell it, pay the crew first, second bank, government dues second. After that you pay, you recover your money and pay. But you are not ready to
That's
give
how
fund.
any vehicle is done, right?
Yes.
But then first of all we should get loans for it. Attachment should happen.
And the rules should be made prospectively. They cannot be retrospective. You tell a 25-year-old vessel, okay, 10 years
So
more.
what does the government do if you violate a rule? You know whether
They can stop order. Suppose now by emission.
No, right now, what is
There is an exhaust emission. Suppose the exhaust emission is not proper, like car also. So if your emission is not proper, then they will say, sorry, you are letting out all the smoke, you are causing pollution. Stop the vessel. Then you do the engine work. You change the shaft, piston, rings, bearings, all that you change. If it is okay, you still operate. So all this is an ongoing process. There is no problem for, we are not opposed to that, but you want to do sustainability index. With certain questions which are there, Captain, if you can quote that, this quoting means whatever the question, those questions are not applicable to certain trades. So what happens? That means are the mark minus from 100 marks? Then you have to give full marks. If in our SSC examination a wrong question is asked, you are supposed to get full marks for that question if it is the wrong question.
In that system, we have the minus marks also.
Exactly, that also is there.
Negative marking is also given there. So
And that depends on a single person who will visit you. What is the question of appeal? Where do we appeal after that?
So now we want a little more, please Captain elaborate this RPSL.
RPSL.
Yeah, how much, so, how much is penalty right now and the new rules?
I think I have to do that for you. So for RPSL, penalties basically are for two types. First of all, that we are talking about. One is for the mistakes that have been made by doing the sign-on and the sign-off of the officers or the repeats or whatever, the crew, which is a small date mistake maybe here and there, or the name spelling mistakes and so on, for which it is 1,000 rupees per mistake is what it is charged. Other than that, I think it's the portal. About the portal, there is a portal of directorate for every recruitment company in which you are supposed to fill the details of the entire vessel, which has, for which there are at least 100 odd places where you have to fill the entire details of the vessels. If you make a single mistake on that, the mistake or the error that is in, it causes you 5,000 rupees as a penalty. This is how it is. The stakeholders and the people, they have to say that this kind of penalty on such kind of a small mistakes, which are actually the errors, are not accepted. For a simple reason that there is a specific number for each vessel, which is called an IMO number. And this is like the car का जो specific number होता है, ऐसे IMO registration number, ऐसे हर vessel का एक IMO number रहता है. If you just put that IMO number, you will get the entire details of the vessel, which should be there in the system by itself, rather than asking all those things to be put manually, which can definitely have an error because it's a human error. Other than that, if such penalties are there for the recruitment companies, can we expect that there will be no such errors from any directorate office in any of the letters or any of it? If that is not being done, then why are we saying? Other than that, in case of anything that a question has to be asked to the recruitment company, there is a procedure that is supposed to be written down, procedures to be followed. How do you ask? If there is any wrongdoing happening by the recruitment company. While instead of doing that, there is a portal, on the portal there is a process in which you can e-migrate a candidate or a seafarer to go anywhere out of India, or even while they are going to join any other ports. While doing that, those portals are blocked without any messages or information to the RPSL company that this is what is going to be blocked because of this message. So for that, a procedure like like some kind of an information or an email, a so-called notice from the directorate or anybody else should come why that is happening, and then only it should be implemented is what we have. So there has to be a procedure, not just orders, is what we need, which we are going to press on.
Sir, just for your information, I'm from Goa and I was president of Goa Barge Association for 15 years. Now for your information, we had 366 barges operating in Goan inland waters. Goan inland water, 366 barges, and we exported from 12 million tons to almost 54.5 million tons. When the mining stopped, you must have heard about illegal mining and all that. Now in those 367 barges, one of the oldest barge was 1958. 1958. Okay, it is older than me. I am 61 and that was 1958. The barge name was Anemone. Now the thing is, if you are changing the part of that vessel never sank once also. Now this time it has been scrapped just 5 years back because there is no business. So that is a late commercial decision will be taken by the owner. कि उसको बिजनेस नहीं है तो रख के क्या करेगा, किधर बांधेगा, तो इट इज स्क्रैप्ड। एंड ऑलमोस्ट 80 barges were of 1973, that means 52 years old, 50 to 50 years old. None of them, not a single death on those barges till today. And last 50 years, nobody has died on those vessels, because that is the consciousness of the owner. So everything depends on how you manage a particular asset, how you drive. Just because you have IIT engineer or you know everything about engineering doesn't mean you will not make an accident on the road. Okay? Or even if it's certified by ISI standard, it can make it an accident. So accidents have to be treated in a different way. Accident is not something which is predictable. So yes, we have to learn from the accidents. There has to be, like today this aircraft has gone. We have to learn from it. What things went wrong.
We need to understand the other
Those things can be always
these jobs, the kind of jobs we are talking about, 25,000 seafarers, not just seafarers. There are at least a lack of support, more than lack of people who are involved in this kind of vessels.
Mechanics.
From mechanics to port people to owner. You cannot operate by now. They were the offices of the people who are there. They are there. Then you have managers, you have port agents, you have so many people who are working across for these 700 vessels, right? So a lack of people get unemployed? If a lack of people getting unemployed, do we have a generation of that kind of generating that kind of a jobs for them? When we say lack of people, we say at least 4 lakh of people, dependent people who
families
who are getting affected by it. So for that specific purpose, I think I would like Mr. Manoj to speak on that, since he is from the union part of it. Yes, please.
Thank you.
After a long time.
After a long time. I was just waiting. Number I was. Achha. Firstly, thank you very much for coming here. My name is Manoj Yadav. I am the General Secretary of Forward Siemens Union of India. फॉरवर्ड सीमेंस यूनियन ऑफ इंडिया। बेसिकली सबसे पहले तो मैं आप लोगों के माध्यम से, कल जब ये न्यूज़ छपेगी तो पूरी दुनिया में इंटरनेशनल सी फेयर्स डे है कल 25 को, तो उसकी सबको बधाई देना चाहता हूँ आप लोगों के माध्यम से कि एक पूरे दुनिया में जितने भी सीमेन हैं उनको एक बेस्ट विशेस इंटरनेशनल सी फेयर। दूसरा, ये आज की जो प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस है 2 मुद्दों, जैसा कि आप देख रहे हैं कि एक तो एक जो एज नॉर्म्स का जो विषय है, और दूसरा जो विषय है कि जो कंपनी मतलब यहाँ पे फॉर्म की गई एक रूल फ्रेम किया गया, दैट रिक्रूटमेंट एंड प्लेसमेंट सर्विस लाइसेंस, दैट इज RPSL, ताकि जो भी लोग अपने देश से बाहर जा रहे हैं या जहाज़ पे नौकरी कर रहे हैं उन लोगों की सेफ्टी और उन लोगों का डेटा, उन लोगों का रिकॉर्ड मेंटेन किया जा सके। इसके पहले क्या होता था कि 2006 या 2009 में ये रूल आया, उसके पहले क्या होता था, बहुत सारे फ्लाई बाय नाइट ऑपरेटर्स होते थे जो बिना किसी रिकॉर्ड पे जहाज़ पे लोगों को विदेश में भेज देते थे, और वो किसी भी डेड शिप पे या अनहेल्दी शिप पे रिक्रूट करते थे, एक्सीडेंट होता था, डेथ होता था, जिसका कोई डेटा गवर्नमेंट के पास ज़्यादा नहीं। तो एक प्रोविज़न बनाया गया कि इसके तहत आपको रिक्रूट करना पड़ेगा जो भी सीमेन जहाज़ पे जाएगा, और उसके अंदर उसका जो सेविंग क्लॉज था वो भी था कि अगर किसी सीमेन के साथ गलत होगा तो आपको ये शोकॉज दिया जाएगा, इस शोकॉज के अंदर आपको रिप्लाई करनी होगी, और उसके बाद जो हियरिंग होगी आफ्टर ऑल DG शिपिंग की जो अलाइड बॉडीज़ है, शिपिंग मास्टर, DSCO, वहाँ से एक ऑर्डर पास होगा आपके फेवर में या आपके अगेंस्ट में फॉर कंप्लायंस। तो ये 2 अलग अलग चीज़ें। पहली चीज़ पे आते हैं एज नॉर्म्स पे, जैसा कि सर ने बताया, मैडम ने बताया कि हमारे जो प्रीवियस एक्स DG थे अमिताभ कुमार जी, वो अपने रिटायरमेंट के थोड़े दिन पहले एक ऑर्डर लेके आते हैं, ऑर्डर इज कॉल्ड 6 of 2023, जिसके हिसाब से 20 साल के ऊपर के जहाज़ को स्क्रैप किया जाना चाहिए। तो जैसा इन्होंने बताया कि 700 जहाज़ पे काम करने वाले, हमने उस वक्त इन आउट 10,000 का फिगर पकड़ा था कि नौकरी की जो नाविक कर रहे हैं, सीमेन कर रहे हैं, वो बेरोजगार हो जाएंगे विद इमीडिएट। तो हमने एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन से भी बात की, यहाँ तक कि इस विषय को उस वक्त के हमारे जो MP थे इलमराम करीम राज्यसभा में, ये विषय हमने क्वेश्चन किया मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ शिपिंग। उस क्वेश्चन पे इसके जैसा कि इन्होंने बताया कि वो क्वेश्चन इसी तरह था कि वेदर गवर्नमेंट और एनी अदर कॉम्पिटेंट एजेंसी हैज़ कैरीड आउट एनी स्टडी about the impact and implication likely to be caused in strategic sector of shipping and exim trade because of immediate restraint on ships above the age of 20 years. ये उनका क्वेश्चन था मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ शिपिंग को, और उसमें एक क्वेश्चन ये भी था द डिटेल्स ऑफ एनी रिलीफ मेजर बीइंग प्लान्ड फॉर सीफेयरर्स हु आर सर्विंग ऑन बोर्ड द वेसल्स इंक्लूडिंग देयर जॉब रिप्लेसमेंट। तो इस क्वेश्चन के आंसर पे मिनिस्ट्री साहब का कोई भी आंसर नहीं था जो आपको सेटिस्फाई कर सके कि हमने कोई सर्वे किया है या हमने कोई स्टडी की हुई है, और दे हैव जस्ट केम विद नहीं, वो इंसा से हमने कंसल्ट किया था और हमने उस ऑर्डर को इम्प्लीमेंट मतलब ये लेके आए। और ये आया, ये सोच कहाँ से? ये सोच अब जैसा आपने भी तौकते साइक्लोन आया जिसके अंदर इतने लोगों की डेथ हो गई, उसके बाद एक हाई पावर की कमेटी, हाई लेवल की कमेटी बिठाई जिसमें 3 लोग, उस हाई लेवल की कमेटी में 3 लोग थे जिसमें एक खुद अमिताभ कुमार जी थे जो शिपिंग की इंक्वायरी कर रहे थे, दूसरे थे SCIL डायरेक्टर ऑफ हाइड्रोकार्बन और नजली जाफरी साइन जॉइंट सेक्रेटरी मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ डिफेंस। ये 3 लोगों की एक हाई पावर कमेटी बनाएगी। उस हाई पावर कमेटी में की रिपोर्ट में ये मेंशन किया गया था कि 11 प्रकार जहाज था जो मर्चेंट शिपिंग टेंडर में आता था और उस पर 11 लोग गए थे। उसका एक रीजन था कि वो 37 ईयर ओल्ड, ठीक है, ये यहाँ से चलना शुरू हुआ, ये यहाँ से इनकी गाड़ी स्पीड पकड़ी। इसको ओवरलैप करने के लिए इन्होंने आनंद फानंद में एक ऐसा ऑर्डर निकाला कि भाई मेरे ऊपर या इस एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन के ऊपर कोई जवाबदारी ना आए, तो सबसे पहले काम करो कि जितने पुराने जहाज हैं 20 साल के ऊपर उनको स्क्रैप करो विदाउट कंसल्टिंग। जैसा कि आप ये मैं आपको दे दूंगा जिसमें उन्होंने क्वेश्चन आंसर में दिया है मिनिस्ट्री का ये आंसर, इन कंसल्टेशन विद द इंडियन नेशनल शिप ओनर्स एसोसिएशन, जिनका बहुत ही कम स्टेक है ये जो जहाज अफेक्टेड हो रहे हैं उसमें। तो ये मिनिस्ट्री का ऑर्डर मतलब रिप्लाई था उस क्वेश्चन पे, ये हुआ इसका। अब जैसा इन्होंने बताया 700 जहाज। आज के टाइम पे हमारे देश में अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट की सिचुएशन आप सभी जानते हैं। अजीम प्रेम जी का जो सर्वे आया है 2023 का, उसके हिसाब से 40% पॉपुलेशन जो 25 साल से अंडर ग्रेजुएट है वो अनएम्प्लॉयड है। ऐसी कंडीशन पे ये वो सेक्टर है जो नए कमर्स को ज़्यादा अपॉर्चुनिटी देता है, न्यू कमर्स को, क्योंकि बड़ी जो कंपनियां हैं, विदेशी कंपनियां हैं, उनका कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर है कि भाई सर्टिफाइड वेल एक्सपीरियंस आदमी आएंगे तो आएंगे। ये जो इंस्टीट्यूशन है, ये एक बड़ा ये जो इंडस्ट्री है एक बड़ा इंस्टीट्यूशन का काम करती है, और जो न्यू कमर्स है उनको भी ज़्यादा प्रमाण पे जॉब देती है, और अपने देश में मेक इन इंडिया फॉर इंडियन कॉन्सेप्ट जो है ना वो ज़्यादा बढ़ावा देता है। मेक इन इंडिया फॉर इंडियन कॉन्सेप्ट को ज़्यादा बढ़ावा देता है। तो ये एक बड़ा था। सडनली हम मिले मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ लेबर उस टाइम के श्री भूपेंद्र यादव जी को, उनके सामने हमने एक रिप्रेजेंटेशन रखा कि एक तरफ आप बड़ी बड़ी बात कर रहे हैं कि हम उसको जनरेट करेंगे जॉब, लेकिन जो जॉब चल रहे हैं उसके ऊपर सीधा एक गदा आ गई है, सीधा उसके ऊपर थ्रेट आ गया है कि विद इमीडिएट इफेक्ट। तो उस आनंद फानंद में जब इतना भागदौड़ हुई तो डीजी ने और डाल दिया कि भाई 3 साल और एक्सटेंड कर देते, लेकिन स्क्रैप करने के बारे में कोई बातचीत नहीं। तो रीजन ये था, शुरू कहाँ से हुआ? शुरू यहाँ से हुआ। अब उसको रिवर्स लेने के लिए उस पर लाखों रुपया खर्चा हो रहा है, इंडियन इंदौर को अपॉइंट कर रहे हैं। तो ये आंसर पहले दे देना चाहिए था ना, कौन से इंस्टीट्यूशन ने मैपिंग की थी या क्या किया था। सडनली आपको लगा यार हमने तो गलती कर दी, अब जो गलती करने वाला वो तो चला गया, उसके पीछे उनका क्या स्वार्थ था वो हम उसमें नहीं जाना चाहते, लेकिन जो अभी इंडस्ट्री में लोग मौजूद हैं वो सफर कर रहे हैं। अब आते हैं हम दूसरे पॉइंट पे। मैं एज अ सीफेरर यूनियन वर्कर सीफेरर्स के प्रोस्पेक्ट से बात कर रहा हूँ। पिछले साल 2022-23 में पूरे दुनिया में भारत नंबर 1 पे था अबैंडमेंट केस में, मतलब जो हमारे लोग बाहर फंसे हुए। अब आया ये दूसरा साल 24-25। 24 में तकरीबन 1300 में से 899 लोग अबैंडमेंट थे, मतलब हम एकदम टॉप लेवल पे, उसकी क्रेडिट कोई नहीं ले रहा। अब उसको ओवरलैप करना है, और उसके ऊपर लोगों को यहाँ से लेके आईएलओ तक दुनिया को दिखाना है कि एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन कर क्या रहा है। तो एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन वो कर रहा है कि जो आरपीएसआर रूल वो लाया था उसी को ओवरलैप कर रहा है, उसी को बाईपास कर रहा है, और सडनली कर रहा है। अभी उन्होंने रिसेंटली एक लिस्ट जारी की, मुझे लगता है 96 या 97 लोगों का हमने कार्रवाई की उनके ऊपर। क्या कार्रवाई की? उनका जो साइन ऑन प्रिविलेज जिसका खुद कानून आरपीएसएल इन्होंने बनाया, उसके अंदर जो प्रोविजन है कि जाने के टाइम पे इनका साइन ऑन करना है वो रुका दिया। अब एक कंपनी का 97 लोग, उस 97 में से लोग अमेंडमेंट है क्या? नहीं है, लेकिन किसी को कुछ तो दिखाना है, स्क्रैप कोड जो बोलते हैं, किसी को तो हलाल करना है। तो ये सिंपल और बड़ा ही मतलब साधारण लोग हैं, इनको करो। क्वेश्चन ये है कि अगर एक कंपनी साल का 50 आदमी रिक्रूट करती है और आपने बड़े प्राउडली से ऐसी लिस्ट बाहर रखी है, वी अप्रिशिएट, आप जो एफर्ट कर रहे हैं वेरी गुड, लेकिन वो जो मल्टीप्लाई बाय अगर मैं 50 भी करूं, जबकि कम बता रहा हूं, अगर 100 करूं तो कितना एम्प्लॉयमेंट आप बंद कर रहे हैं? आपको क्या लग रहा है कि एक वेसल दुबई में या कुवैत में या कतर में या फारिश में खड़ा है और इंडियन सीफेयर्स नहीं मिलेंगे तो वो प्रिंसिपल जो सीसल का है, मॉरिशस का है, मलेशिया का है, वो आपका इंतजार करेगा कि इंडियन आएंगे तो हम जहाज चलाएंगे? उनके पास हमसे कम पैसे में, चीप में बहुत सारे इंडोनेशियन अवेलेबल है, बर्मीज अवेलेबल है, और फिलिपिनो अवेलेबल है, बांग्लादेशी अवेलेबल है, पाकिस्तानी भी अवेलेबल है। और उस कंडीशन में जहां जॉब को बढ़ाने का काम आपको करना चाहिए। एक्सीडेंट होता है, एक्सीडेंट के बारे में बहुत सारी बातें, एक्सीडेंट होता है। कॉन्सेप्ट ये है कि जिस जहां पे वो जहाज रजिस्टर्ड है, पनामा में रजिस्टर्ड है, आप आईएमओ के फाउंडर बॉडी में हो, आप आईएलओ में हो, आप उस फ्लैग स्टेट से बात करो। वो सब करने की बजाय सिंपल है अपने ऑफिस में एक सर्कुलर निकालना कि भाई आज से हम इनको बंद कर रहे हैं, तो 5 आदमी की जगह पे हम 500 जॉब के ऊपर स्ट्रेच कर रहे हैं। तो ये तो मुद्दा है। मेरा सिर्फ इतना कॉन्सेप्ट है कि यदि आप एक जॉब को बंद करने की कोशिश कर रहे हो तो आपके पास 2 जॉब जनरेट करने की क्षमता होनी चाहिए, और वो भी ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट में आनी चाहिए, जैसे कि बाकी की चीजें ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट में आती है। That the replacement of all the crew from this so-called 20 years old vessel will be on so and so vessels. भारत देश में जैसा उन्होंने लॉजिस्टिक का बताया, क्या है हमारा खर्च लॉजिस्टिक का कितना है? 12% 30% ऑफ टोटल। कहाँ से डेवलप कर रहे हैं? उसमें सबसे बड़ा जो स्टेक है वो रेलवे का है, रेलवे लॉजिस्टिक का है। उसके बाद हम रोड ट्रांसपोर्ट पे आ जाते हैं, उसके बाद एविएशन है, शिपिंग है। हम कहाँ स्टैंड कर रहे हैं? आज एक छोटा सा देश ईरान के ऊपर आप देख रहे हो स्टेक, क्या उसके ऊपर जो बंदी लाई गई है, कल को आज उसके पास तेल का खनिज है, उसके पास खुद के जहाज है चल रहे। अगर आप